Just me pissing about, really. I'm with Mr H. I'm fucking stuffed, me. I've had loads of peppered steak and tortillas and fucking loads of mini rolls. I feel like I've had an iron ball. How about you?
Same, it's a heavy stomach.
I've not even got the energy to move my fat jaw. Mr
But it was
H.
good, we enjoyed it, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Till next week. Mr H wants to talk about unions, good or bad. Over to you, Mr H.
Well, the thing with unions is, I've never been a member of a union. Well, I actually did, and I got through out early on when I was a bricklayer. And I think sometimes they hinder. Did you know that when all these big strikes was on in the 80s and that, the people who was on union business, Scargills and that, was actually getting paid by the union? And all their expenses and everything was paid out of union fees.
Right. Is he still alive, Al, as a guy?
Yeah. See,
But 80 now, do you think?
something like that, yeah. But they were getting paid, so you think about all these shop stewards causing bother. Or the fact the bog roll was missing out at toilets, at the canteen. And it was in their interest to keep it going, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
While you're on strike getting no fucking money, or basic strike pay, they was living a fucking good thing about it. But I had direct experience of where the interfering actually stop a man working when I worked in Manchester on Royal Exchange doing bricklaying soon after IRA had done that bombing. And what you had to do, you had to build these little pillars, and you put a thing up a wooden profile. It's just a piece of 3x2 from ceiling to this metal girder. But as a bricklayer, because it was wood, I wasn't allowed to touch it. A joiner had to do it. And what these joiners were doing, Jimmy, they only had 2 of these per in a day. Straight up, you just had to knock 2 of these things in and plumb them up.
Yeah.
So that's all they'd do. I was on piecework, had so many bricks an hour there, and no profile. They were sat down at fucking canteen drinking stewed tea out of a flask, refusing to fucking put them up.
Why were they refusing?
Because they was on a fixed bonus. All they needed to do was just put 2 of these fucking wooden profiles, and they made the money.
Right.
I hadn't had so many bricks there, so I put it up myself. It caused all fucking holy hell.
Yeah.
Because I'd done it. Oh, fucking you'll have people going on strike and all this. I'm not even a member of fucking union. That caused an uproar.
Yeah.
So 7 weeks and I was fucking out of there and back to little companies. But that's trouble. They create this mentality, Jimmy, of one man hold the fucking nut while another man turns the bolt.
I suppose there is unions that hinder.
Well, when they've
people.
got no else proper to moan about, they find little tittle tattle.
But I do feel there is a place for them, making sure that people get the right working conditions, the right pay. I do realise there is this. Everyone in every kind of profession and walk abuses and takes the piss.
Of course they do.
And that will go on. Where there is people, right, come on now, they've changed the tea bags, right, everybody out, you know what I mean, we want our Thai food back, not this shit from fucking Asda, and I'm sure that, and it went on in the 70s, didn't it, when Carry On film made it, Carry On at Your Convenience, they made a film fucking satirising that, where they were just taking piss out of it, because people were going out on strike every week, weren't they?
Another good one to watch is Peter Sellers in a film called I'm Alright, Jack and old black and white one. That's a classic about it as well.
Yeah.
Calling one another's brothers and all this fucking bullshit. And as one of them said in Love Thy Neighbour, and he says to Eddie Booth, that black guy, do you really look at me as your brother? He says, if you pay your dues, of course I do.
Yeah.
It's attitude,
But like I said, they probably took the piss in the 70s. I'm not well up on it, to be honest with you, unions and things like that. There's I know fuck all basically about anything, so but there's certain things I know extra amounts of fuck all on. I only know basic sketches.
The greedy as well though, sir. I know when I first went into building trade, and the building trade one at the time was UCAT, Union of Construction Architects, blah blah blah, whatever it is. And they wanted 10 pence off apprentices.
Yeah.
Now, all right, doesn't sound a lot that, but bear in mind I was on the old YTS scheme money, £29.50, and then it went up to a massive £30.50 when you reached a certain age. It was a lot of money. They was crying out as apprentices were on a fucking pittance, and yet you're still taking money.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay these fucking dues because I didn't know how to pay them. You was supposed to go down to Griffin in Wigan and pay 10 pence a week. And I got a letter with this fucking big bill of arrears, and if you don't pay it, we'll kick you out.
Because you won't send that fucking letter, then you sent them.
So I just didn't fucking bother, and I got blacklisted out of it.
Yeah.
You know, but
My experience of it, I think before Thatcher dismantled the power of the unions, they were worth joining. I can't see them being worth fucking joining today, to be honest with you. Example, I got caught stealing a t-shirt from Gus, right?
Yeah.
Now what I did, I stuffed it down my top, and I was still on the premises. So I was just walking round with it under my shirt. I had a trolley at the time because I used to collect stuff and pick it up and deliver it in. So I had this pressed to me. No, somebody must have grasped me up. That doesn't matter. But I had this t-shirt under my jumper. Oops. Ready to fuck.
Keep going, mate. Keep going.
Ready. To steal, but as you may know, if you go in Morrison's and put a Mars bar in your jacket and walk around the shop with it, it's not technically theft till you walk out the door.
No.
Therefore, the union fella could have argued for my case that you know what I mean, he's not actually stole it and help me come up with some excuse. But the prick just sat at the side of me and he didn't say a fucking dicky bird.
Do you know why that is, mate?
No.
That's because they're on a good number.
Yeah.
If they don't rock boats with management won't rattle their cage. And that's what we're down to that again.
Yeah, but it's about right that. Now the battery's going to go on this one. You've had 7 minutes of bliss on this film. Final thoughts quickly, Mr. H.
Unions, I don't think they're worth joining, mate.
The jury's still out. Okay, see you later.